Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time today. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. Just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Potts. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Tigers' offense will have its first possession of the game. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Wants to throw. It's Pitts. Down the right side. Afterburner's coming. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he got loose, it was all over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Potts. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Pressure coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Potts. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on defense are in the hurry-up.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big...
And it's picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They're trying to get to it. They get enough rush in and pays off the sack at the 20.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to...
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's going to let it go. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Running back goes in motion. Going up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cousins. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Up-tempo for the offense. On second down, he'll fire. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point in the game.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit their damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Runs through a tackle. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Softened them up with a run, now to throw. Feeling some heat. It's caught. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's it go to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. So they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash. And this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fakes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now the play fake. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Pitts. Coming after it. He's got his man. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man down the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Potts. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Mississippi State going up tempo. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on second down. How about that play? A diving snag along the right side. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Potts. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down, giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Starting to feel a little pressure. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To the air, it's Pitts. Unloads to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. All wideouts, no backs. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Auburn lines up quickly. Trying to find his man on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Into the end zone. Got it. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with him. Can't get him to the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Starkville. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Back to pass, it's Pitts. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Gonna run it. It's Cousins. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Mississippi State right back to the line.
First down, Bulldogs.
Looking to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's McCarthy. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Trying to move them on the counter. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure.
He wants to take the top off. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Auburn! And the beatdown has ensued.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Mississippi State, 7.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much more.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29 after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Cousins. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
And that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol.
First down, Bulldogs.
He'll pull it on the read. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs, and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day. If you're this quarterback right now, you know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities to try to put you down. You've got to slide. You've got to try to get out of bounds. You've got to really try to save yourself because this team needs you. They're going to.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they had made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Ball in the air, intercepted. Takes it the other way. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Auburn! How about that D coming up with a play like that? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six.
Mississippi State, 7.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Dances away again. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what... Can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats? This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Potts. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Unloads to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
He's got it, and they convert. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Auburn going to work with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. To the ground. He's got it again. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Direct snap. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Floats it out in space. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming with the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Snagged in the middle. It's Duggan. He'll work his way down to the 28.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an
deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Get some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
They're testing the right side here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now they're really starting. Pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Trying to get to him. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He caught it! Touchdown, Tiger! And the stomping has commenced. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And he makes the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Mississippi State, 14.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Trying to start the drive with a pass. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got him wide open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He's got it. Touchdown, Auburn. And the route is on. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Liberty rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Lynchburg. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program.
Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out quickly.
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone and time has run out. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football, no mental mistakes.